Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off at. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Makes the grab on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run it on first and goal. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the
throw to the end zone, picked off.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and plays breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Working that left side now. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Roberts.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this... Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Now they'll run the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change. This game goes on.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down, and we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done, and you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Sixth play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Carr. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Carr. Gets it to him on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Under fire. Looking left. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it
grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, you got to be precise with that throw if you're the QB, right? It's a corner route. It's against man coverage, so you got to get it out early, and you got to put it out over the shoulder of the receiver so he can catch it for a big
touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Grant behind the line. It's Williams. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Working that left side. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the
defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you've got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They use the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team if they play like that.